So Zaraki Kenpachi is one of the most powerful Bleach characters. In fact, he was named by Yuha to be among the 5 special war potential due to just how dangerous he was and how powerful he was. But what's more interesting is that in the 1000-year Blood War arc, it was revealed that the Kenpachi we came to meet, at the beginning of Bleach and throughout Bleach up until the 1000-year Blood War arc was way weaker than the Kenpachi of a long time ago. And this Kenpachi is not like a grown-up, no. This Kenpachi that we know was way weaker than a young version of Kenpachi, a small boy when he was young. He was more powerful than he was when he fought Ichigo, when he fought Nitra, when he fought Yami. Zaraki was a monster back in the day, which begs the question, was this kid, this kid Kenpachi, was he more powerful than a captain at that moment? And that's what we are gonna go through today, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We are almost at 1000 subscribers. It will really mean a lot if you subscribe and join the movement. Anyways, give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and let's proceed. So during the 1000-year Blood War, Kenpachi was asked to fight Unohana, or it was sort of some training, but not really training because it was a battle between Kenpachis, and it's fairly known that when 2 Kenpachis fight, one must die. So this was a battle to the death. It was decided the moment the both of them decided to fight that one of them was gonna die, and the other Kenpachi was none other than Unohana Retsu. For those of you who don't know, Unohana Retsu is the first Kenpachi, the first strongest living, swordsman or Shinigami. I'm not sure how the Kenpachi thing works because it's implied that Kenpachis are like the most powerful Shinigamis or the most powerful fighters, but yet we know that in the world of Bleach there exist people more powerful than Kenpachi, like Ichigo, like Yamamoto at a certain point was more powerful than Kenpachi, or even Aizen is more powerful than Kenpachi. Does that mean, when they say that the one who bears the name Kenpachi is regarded to as the strongest fighter, does that imply that they're actually counting even, the captain, commander, and all these powerful people? Well, I'm not sure, but I think that the title of Kenpachi refers to a Shinigami who has won a lot of battles that he has been in, or who has been challenged countless times and has won. And most of the times people who bear the title of Kenpachi are really twisted personalities, like they like fighting. And overall, from what we've known of the Kenpachis, that most of them have been captains of the 11th division, and there's only one way one can be captain of this division, and that is by fighting and killing the current captain of the 11th division. And by doing that, one earns the title of Kenpachi, and he or she also earns the captaincy of the 11th division. Anyways, moving on. So a long time ago, Unohana Yachiru was the first Kenpachi and was the current Kenpachi, and she used to go around Rukongai, around Soul Society, fighting all these criminals, all these vagabonds, to see who's stronger, to satisfy her taste and or her yearning for battle. But she was overpowered after all, and there's just not many people who could satisfy her. And so one day, on her daily endeavors of finding someone suitable to fight her or to satisfy her in battle, she went to the outskirts of Rukongai, and she was speaking to her vice captain, and her vice captain was saying that there's literally no one else who can challenge her or who can, give her the thing that she's looking for, which is like the thrill of a honest and intense battle. And they continued talking and conversing, and from where they stood, behind them was a pile of bodies, and the vice captain thought that Unohana was the one who had slain these criminals of Rukongai, but Unohana was like, no, I am not the one who made that pile of bodies. And on top of that pile of bodies appears a young boy holding a katana and with a menacing look in his eyes, and immediately he goes on to attack Unohana. And this is crazy, like this kid must have guts to attack the first Kenpachi. You have to be as crazy as the first Kenpachi, and this is where we were introduced to Zaraki Kenpachi. And he goes on to attack Unohana, and a really intense battle ensues. And Unohana was actually shocked because this kid was giving her a solid run for the money. And in fact, Zaraki Kenpachi in that battle was among the very few people to ever wound Unohana Yachiru. And this is not all the shockers that we will get from this interaction, from this battle, because later on, as they continue fighting, it's revealed from Unohana Yachiru herself through her flashbacks that Kenpachi, when he first swung his sword at Unohana Yachiru, he recognized that Unohana Yachiru was actually a strong person, and he fell in love with the battle that was happening. And psychologically, because this young Zaraki, this young boy in fact, who hasn't even joined the 13 Kotka squads, was thrilled to actually find someone who can fight on par with him, that unconsciously he set some limiters on himself. And this is really crazy crazy. This young boy set limit on his own power so that he wouldn't easily kill a whole captain of the Gote 13, and not only an ordinary captain, but the first Kenpachi, the strongest swordman who had mastered every and all kinds of sword fighting styles. And remember, we're getting this view or this flashback from the perspective of none other than Unohana Yachiru, the first Kenpachi, during their battle in Muken. Anyways, because Kenpachi had suppressed his power, Unohana Yachiru ended up overpowering him. And from this battle is where Unohana Yachiru got a scar on her chest, and where Kenpachi got a scar that slit across his eye. Anyways, the battle was over. Zaraki Kenpachi was defeated, but Unohana Yachiru at the end of that battle revealed something very shocking, and that is that this kid Kenpachi was way more powerful than Unohana Yachiru in her prime as the first Kenpachi. He was more powerful than her. And Unohana said that, in the battle, she felt her own inferiority to Kenpachi. And when they were fighting, after all the battles that Kenpachi had fought, Unohana remarked that this Kenpachi that she was fighting was way weaker than the kid Zaraki that she fought a long time ago. And please remember that, kid Kenpachi, kid Zaraki actually suppressed his powers during their battle. So even as the battle was going on, the Zaraki that Unohana was fighting, back in their first encounter, was way weaker than what a full power kid Kenpachi would be. And a full power kid Kenpachi would most likely dominate and annihilate prime Unohana. And from that point onwards, Kenpachi actually placed mental shackles on himself and on his powers so that he wouldn't kill the opponent too quickly. So to answer the question, was kid Zaraki Kenpachi more powerful than a captain? Yes, absolutely. He was above captain class by miles and leaps beyond. And we are not talking about, a kid prodigy, being above captain class like Toshiro. No, this kid Kenpachi without any formal training was more powerful than the Kenpachi or the first Kenpachi who had mastered all and every kind of sword fighting styles. And it's confirmed multiple times and from Unohana herself that Kenpachi as a captain, and once again, is way weaker than when they first fought. And this is why I won't even be surprised if Kazu Kurosaki is above captain class at his young age, or I'm not even surprised that Hikone could take on multiple espadas, because in Bleach we have this history of kids just being, stupidly overpowered. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 10k subscribers, and yeah, see you on the next one. Cheers.